most wonderful day of the year. Opening day is here again, everyone. All you Reds fans out there, all you Cincinnatians, it's a wonderful day, and you're looking live at the Finley Market, where more than 150 groups are ready to kick off the opening day parade. They're all getting lined up. They're going to usher in another fantastic Reds baseball season in Cincinnati. I'm Tanya O'Rourke, so happy to be with you every year, along with the legendary one and only John Popovich. Thanks so much
for
being with us.
Well, thanks for inviting me back. I saw Neil Lucan there. The Lucan family's been doing this for generations now.
So glad that they continue to carry that torch for the rest of us. Hey, let's talk about this parade a little bit. Two former Reds greats are going to lead this parade for us. The Grand Marshals today, Pokey Reese. Well, yeah, you know, he played with the Reds from '97 to 2001. And, of course, Dimitri Young.
Yeah. Pokey was a great glovesman, really a good defensive second baseman. And Dimitri was a hitter. He loved to get in the box. He hit well. He had a couple of all-star performances. Both of them did that. And they were also big personalities, Tanya. So they would be fan favorites here today.
Yeah, they're going to be, everyone's going to be so excited to see both of them. Also, there is an honorary Grand Marshal this year. It is WLW's legendary radio personality, Jim Scott. Jim's been a fixture at the opening day parade for decades. He usually walks the route. He's been diagnosed with ALS. He's been fighting it for a couple years. So this year he's going to ride in a convertible and to wave to the crowd. And, you know, everyone, I hope there are roaring fans for them. Let's get out to Craig McKee. He is at the start of the Finley Market Parade. Craig.
Hey guys, you know what? So exciting today. Pokey Reese here. You were right in front of the button that's going to start this entire parade off today. How are you feeling?
I feel great. Happy opening day. Let's get it going.
What's opening day mean to you as a former player? The history of this, 105 years they've been doing this parade. What does this day truly mean for the players?
Well, I mean, it's starting to, you know, the chance to try and win a championship. It starts today. So, I mean, now let's go. I mean, they got to lock in and get ready to play. It starts today.
And you're going to share this with Dimitri Young. He's on his way over here as well. What does it mean to partner up for this?
Yeah, he's my favorite teammate. He's my best friend. So I had a chance to play with him. So it's a great opportunity here.
And speaking of that, Dimitri, come on in. So you're about ready to push this button along with Pokey here to start this 105th year of this parade. What does this mean for you?
You know what? I'm overwhelmed right now. This is quite the honor, and being a former Red, we hear about the parade. We know nothing about the parade. I know everything about the parade. This is all out, and the Sea of Red Nation folks, I mean, this is ridiculous. This is awesome.
All right, well, let's get this parade going here. 105th year, Finley Market. Reds opening day parade right there, ladies and gentlemen, officially underway here. And who's the little one here?
This is my son, Calvin Reese III.
Well, Calvin, what do you think about this season? You think it's going to be a good Red season?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I think I heard a yes there, absolutely. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Those are your Grand Marshals, of course, for today's parade. It is so exciting. Tanya and Papo, of course, just like every year, it's a sea of red out here along the route. Let's go this way, Paul. The other thing that's great here, the Cincinnati Fire Department, this is the first fire department in the United States, the birthplace of professional firefighting since 1853. It says it right there on the sign. So not only do we have the first baseball team, professional baseball team in America, of course, right here from Cincinnati, we started the first professional fire department. So really, Cincinnati is a city of firsts. How exciting. How are you guys today? All right. A lot of Reds fans. A lot of Reds fans out here. Is this your first parade?
The second one.
Your second parade. You're a veteran at this.
Can you say go Reds?
I think I heard that. Go Reds!
Go Reds!
Woo! All right. How are you guys doing today? Are we ready? Big parade. What's your favorite part about the parade?
When they sing.
When they sing, I can't really carry a tune, but hey, how are you, John? Good to see you, man. All right, so let's go.
We're going to take it, Craig, because his signal's breaking up a little bit. As you can tell, it's getting pretty exciting out there. More and more people tuning into our signal, so we're getting a little breakup. But let's get out to Evan Millward, of course, WCPO 9 news anchor. He is along the parade route closer to us. That parade will start heading to our direction right now. Evan, are you excited?
Oh, Tanya, Papo, everyone here is ready for it. We're watching the parade start coming down Race Street. I know these guys have been starting the Let's Go Reds chant over here.
Let's go Reds! 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 Let's go Reds!
Who needs a hype man when you've already got this happening along the parade route? Look, the opening day parade is special for generations of people. People bring their kids because they came as kids. You maybe came as grandkids with your grandparents. It's a generational thing, and it's always a special day for a group of people. I want to introduce you to a special group of sisters here for a big opening day. All right, let's start that. There is a special reason they're all here. First, happy birthday.
Thank you. And this one belongs to the Reds because it's my birthday.
Yes. Awesome. And then we have a first timer here, your sister, Bonita. She wore her name tag on her shirt for us. First time here.
First time coming and first time going to the game.
All right, so what do you expect?
I expect the Reds to win. Win. That's right. Fun. These are first timers.
And then we have first timers. These are the kids and grandkids, right?
Yeah, grandbaby, friend, and this is our friend.
Excellent. Are you guys ready? Can we get a Let's Go Reds?
Let's go Reds!
There you go. All right, what a way to kick off the Findlay Market opening day parade as it hits Central Parkway here on Race Street. Obviously a special day for generations of family. Hey, look at this. All right, but you just handed stuff out?
We are American-made product in Delhi.
Delhi, all right, Delhi representing with the Cincy necklace. I'm gonna put this on. Also, shout out to our engineering department, Jackson. Look at this. I can reach everyone on a float now. I just don't know. Papo, you may be able to help me. Do I need to choke up on this? Or I'm not sure. I don't know how to hold this microphone
You're so
back.
tall, Evan.
We're gonna let this parade get to you guys just a block or so south from us. Happy opening day, everyone. Can't wait to see y'all on this parade route.
Thank you so much, Evan.
You know, where we saw people arriving really early, and it looks like back there are already several people deep.
I'm counting like 6, 7 deep, just where we are at 9th and Central. It's a perfect day for a parade, perfect day for opening day.
And how time flies seeing graybeards like Pokey Reese and Dimitri Young.
Let's go back to Craig McKee. He's with Mayor Aftab Pureval up at Findlay Market. Hey there, Craig.
Hello, Mayor Aftab Pureval here. You are totally decked out, of course, in Reds gear.
Yeah, happy opening day to Cincinnati, an incredible tradition in our city. Generations coming together to celebrate not only our beloved Reds, but our incredible city. It's a beautiful day here.
Mayor, this is a time of the year that really the entire city comes together for one cause.
Yeah, well, one cause being just the city. I mean, obviously, Findlay Market and the Reds bring us together, but this is more about civic pride. This is more about celebrating all of our success and really just the hope for the future. So just an incredible Cincinnati tradition.
Well, awesome, Mayor. Thank you so much. I know you have to go jump onto a car now. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no, I said it yesterday. I was at the opening day eve party. He was there, and I said he might be the best dressed mayor in all of the country. So
Even today.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty good. And so are you.
Oh, thank you.
Let me just say, she made this.
I did.
This
Want me to
vest.
spin around? There we go.
It is really cool.
There we go.
And I'll tell you what, when you retire, this is what you can do.
Oh, yeah.
You can make these.
I don't know about that. Liam, let's talk about the first pitch. You talk about that for us. Former Reds player Sean Casey is going to be delivering the first pitch today.
One of the most popular players in Reds history. Came here in 1998. In fact, he came here the first day was opening day. He was traded for Dave Burba on the day before. Burba went to Cleveland. Casey came here. We didn't know who he was. Jim Bowden assured us this guy's going to be a really great hitter. We didn't realize what a great personality he was.
Yeah, because he's been nicknamed the mayor, right? Because every fan loves Sean Casey, the friendliest player in all of baseball. So it's going to be great to see him out on that field.
And he has more stories. If you ever have a chance to go see Sean Casey speak, Go to it.
It's worth
he has
it?
the greatest stories.
All right, I want to talk also about Ellie De La Cruz. Okay, this is his first opening day, because he came up mid-season last season and, of course, came out of the box just swinging, and it was amazing to watch. But what he did, this Republic-born player, what he did in the offseason was learn to speak English. He held his first news conference in English yesterday. Hear what he had to say.
I don't know about opening day. Tomorrow is going to be my first one, but I think it's going to be, I'm so excited about it because it's going to be electric. I can tell it's going to be electric, and I'm so excited.
So what's cool about that is that he took the time to learn that, and I got to imagine for these players who have never, you heard Pokey Reese say they've never seen the parade and they're going to get to experience it for the first time. To be able to see opening day and all those fans in attendance today is going to be absolutely fantastic.
You talk about a guy working in the offseason to get better. That's a way he worked in the offseason to be able to relate to his teammates better. This is another way of getting better and to be able to communicate. I just have so much respect for him after hearing him last night speak. I'm thinking, wow, this guy did that during the offseason.
And he's down at the ballpark right now, and so are our sports anchors, Caleb No and Marshall Kransky. Guys, hope springs eternal. It's opening day.
And what a beautiful day for opening day. We got the parade going on outside the stadium. So much talk about the Grand Marshals, and rightfully so. But we got our own Grand Marshal here, the grandest of marshals, Marshall Kransky and Caleb No. I'll try better. I'll try harder next time. You just heard from Ellie De La Cruz there. His first ever full press conference yesterday in the English language. This guy's been working on it for months, if not years now. Marshall, you met Ellie for the very first time last year before the season at spring training in Arizona. A little English, a little Spanish at the time.
I'll never forget. He was walking out of the weight room, and I went to say hello to him, and he kind of gave me a no English, really. So I said, hola, Ellie, me llamo es Marshall. Yo soy un periodista de deportes in Cincinnati. And all of a sudden, it broke the ice. He was willing to talk to me, and he broke in a little bit of English. Then you and I went down and saw him in Louisville playing for the Bats. I said hello to him in Spanish again. This time,
this is my favorite part of the story.
Hey, what's up, Marshall? How you doing? So we saw the development of Ellie really working at it, and then yesterday, such an awesome moment seeing him speak in English. Papo said it so well. He wants to relate to his teammates, and the biggest takeaway from that press conference yesterday was that he said he wants to be able for the fans to understand him so he can communicate directly to them to show them all the love that they've shown him early in his career.
Awesome, man. You can see his hard work paying off, and I think part of the one element to that story from yesterday is we didn't know that he was going to be coming out speaking all English. His interpreter, Jorge, was in there to help him out if needed. He really didn't need much help at all. Ellie knocked it out of the park, man. I think fans here are hoping he will knock one out of the park today, maybe two, maybe a bunch this season.
He'll be batting sixth today, playing shortstop.
Take a look at the lineup for today's game. It was already released today by the Reds. As you mentioned, Ellie playing shortstop, batting sixth. What sticks out to you about the lineup?
There's a lot of interesting things there. Jonathan India is starting at second base, which he has for the last few opening days for the Reds. However, this opening day, he's starting at second base because their star second baseman, Matt McLean, who's coming into his second year, came up through the minors with Ellie De La Cruz. He is out for a while. He just underwent surgery 2 days ago. That sticks out. Will Benson.
I've been keeping up with things. You're like, wait, what about Matt McLean? What about TJ Friedel?
Yeah, Will Benson gets the start in center field, and it should be fun. This is a very good Reds lineup. Very different hope than last opening day, where they had a good season last year.
Yeah, no Noel V. Marte out for the first 80 games of the season, and will miss the postseason if the Reds are fortunate enough to make it there. But the Reds do have experience, and they've got depth in the infield to be able to make up for that. You just got to hope that they can stay healthy. We're here, man. We ain't leaving anytime soon. We're going to be here till it gets dark, and even later than that tonight.
Yeah, the party's out there, though. Let's send it back to Tanya and Papa.
Yeah, you talked about it, health. Let's hope that they all stay healthy. Listen, the parade is just starting to arrive where we are. We're going to be back very quickly with much more of this opening day parade in just a moment. We promise we won't be gone long. As we go to break, though, here is opening day starting pitcher Frankie Montas.
I'm excited. I'm pumped. I hear nothing but good things about how special opening day is in Cincinnati. So pretty much looking forward to that, to go out there and put a good show for people.
Wow, I love it. 50 years since Marty's very first game in the booth for the Reds. You did that interview with him.
I did that interview because I think that was probably on the 30th anniversary. And, you know, that was big. But the bigger thing was Hank Aaron tying Babe Ruth. Most of us who grew up in that era never thought that would happen. But Hank Aaron did it, and then he went on to break it in Atlanta.
And he is the honorary captain of today's game. Let's go down to Caleb and Marshall at the ball field right now. Caleb.
Multiple All-Star, former Cincinnati Red. The most important title, the mayor.
Right.
Coming out, throwing out the first pitch. Vibe check. How we doing?
Vibe check. Well, I'm excited. They say that the same part of your brain that says you're nervous says you're excited. So I like to go, I'm excited about this.
Are we firing it down the middle? Like, are we throwing the fastball? What are we doing here?
You know what? I think so. I think I just got to let it eat. I mean, I am a former, big league ball player. I'm not like, I'm not a gymnast where they do the cartwheels and then lob it in there. I gotta put something on it, don't I?
It's no cartwheels, though.
It's no cartwheels. You kidding me? I can't do a cartwheel. You're nuts? No way. But yeah, I'll put something like 75, little two-seam. Is 75 a lot?
I mean, I went back out to the All Stadium last year, and I barely hit 72, so I don't know, bro.
Okay.
I don't know, but you went to the big
All right,
leagues.
68, just right in there.
I got it. We'll see that run. Okay, top of the rubber, where are you going from?
Yeah, I'm going to have to go. Yeah, we'll have to go from the mound, run the rubber. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Let's talk a little ball real quick.
Yeah.
In your career, you were 2-4-1 on opening day because of the 2000 tie. How much sweeter is a win on opening day?
Oh my gosh, a win on opening day is so much sweeter, and especially here in Cincinnati. I mean, this opening day is different than any other opening day. And I've played on some other teams and been a part of other opening days, but this one is bigger. It always has been. The history behind it, the fans. This is basically a national holiday. I don't know why they still have school here in Cincinnati, but I think. A win on opening day would be great for the fans and great for this team, too.
Okay, when you look at this current team, you mentioned this team. Yeah. When you look at this current team, it's a team with high expectations, certainly much higher expectations than 1 or 2 years ago. What sticks out to you about this team?
You know what? The youth. I mean, just how good they are, how special they are. I mean, look at Ellie De La Cruz. Obviously, we talk about him. I'm a true five-tool player. I mean, runs at a different level than everybody else, has power. When you think of him, you think of, could anybody match Ronald Acuna's 40-70? He's the one guy I think could possibly do that with his power-speed combo. And then, Encarnacio Strand, I love this kid, man. That kid can flat out hit. So
history of pretty successul first baseman here.
It is amazing.
In Cincinnati,
it's amazing. And when you go back and look at first baseman from Tony Perez and Hal Morris and Votto and myself and all, and then Encarnacio Strand just fits right in, and here we go. So there's just a lot of good players on this team. Spencer Steer and Jake Fraley and a lot of the guys. So it's going to be an exciting year for these guys. Getting Candelario over in free agency, I think that's a big sign for them. And I just think David Bell has the right pieces in that rotation with Hunter Green at the top on down. A lot of good youth, and Frankie Montas getting the start today. So it's going to be a great year for the Reds.
You touched upon opening day here just being different than other places. The connection of baseball in this city, you're one of the few players who you signed a fire truck with your number on it, the 21 truck, remember that?
Yes.
If you don't know the story, check it out on WCPO.com. But there's just such a connection between the city, the public workers, and the team. How different is that from other places you played?
Well, you know what? I think the biggest thing about Cincinnati is that it's a blue-collar city, and the fans know it. And I think the one thing when, as a player, if you're going to go out and give your heart every single night, play as hard as you can, and make sure these people are paying their hard-earned money and spending it well, man, they're going to love you. And I think that's one thing about this baseball team, even going back to the Big Red Machine and even Klazuski's days and all those guys, the way they played the game and all the way up till now in 2024, there's an expectation here in Cincinnati of, these fans are real, they're real hard-working people, and that's how you got to be out on the field for the Reds.
The mayor back like he never left, Sean. Thanks so much for your time. Check him out on MLB Network. We're going to send it back to Papo and Tanya back in the parade.
Oh my gosh, and the parade is starting to come right by us. We just saw the Findlay Market Day parade kind of entry, and they had tons of people with those Juncta Juvent jerseys on, the ones that say Cincy on the front.
Right,
They're all black. They're so popular right now. It's
and
really...
I see, especially the kids like it.
Oh, yeah.
So whether you and I like them or not, and I think they're
Doesn't
okay,
matter.
but the kids love them.
But you can see on the screen there, fire trucks. listen, Sean Casey said it. This is bigger than any other opening day parade or day across the country. I know Marty Brenneman was talking to me about it last night, saying he's been to almost every opening day across the country, and Cincinnati just does it bigger and better. And it's incredible to see this in our city, especially on a beautiful day like today.
Well, let's admit it, 30 teams do an opening day.
Yep.
Nobody else does this. I think this is the big difference maker, is the parade and the festivities that come prior to the ball game. Everybody else has a ball game. This is what makes it different.
It's such a fun and unifying situation as you see the horse-drawn carriage coming at us. Our Craig McKee is up at Findlay Market at the start of the parade. What are you seeing up there?
Hey, Tanya, there is just so much excitement down here. Look as this parade continues. Of course, this is the group from Kroger. Kroger, proud partners there for over 60 years, of course. Kroger, a staple of Cincinnati. There's so much about Cincinnati out here in this party atmosphere. You might not even be able to hear me. Of course, the timing, right, of the noise. How are you guys doing? We'll send it back to you for right now because it's a little loud. We're going to hook up with some people here and get back to you.
I have no one. We blew it with the chief. I have no one.
Oh, poor Evan. Oh, we were just going to go to Evan. He blew it with the chief. We heard him say that. We'll go back to him in just a second as we see the parade coming by us. You see all these incredible trucks with so many people on top. I'm pretty sure that's not to code.
I was just thinking, I hope no one falls off.
Please don't
everybody, but they're all fired up. You see a lot of people in shirt sleeves. That's how nice it is out there.
Especially in the sunshine.
Cool. Yeah, as long as you're out there, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
But so many people marching through, and I see kids on shoulders just trying to get a peek of this. Hopefully they remember this in years to come.
I do, because when I was a kid, I came down to this parade. This was a holiday from school for us. We got an excused absence because our parents said that we had to be somewhere else, probably a doctor's appointment. But everyone knew we were going to the opening day and opening day parade, and we'd come down here with our little folding chairs or sit on the curb and watch and just marvel and enjoy 150 entrants into a parade. Evan Millward, we know you didn't get the police chief, but that's okay. Where are you and what are you doing?
All right, you mind if I jump in on? Jump in there. All right. Red here in the whole city. You got it on right. Look, oh my God. All right, I don't know if we're to us yet.
Go, Evan. Yeah, we're with you.
Hey, okay, very good. We the new fire chief. This is your first opening day parade in Cincinnati. First, we joked he bought every Cincinnati Reds piece of apparel he could get to get ready for this. Chief, what do you make of this?
Oh, I love this. The pageantry, the celebration, it's awesome. This is incredible. Hadn't seen anything like it, so this is awesome.
Look, it is symbolic. Craig was talking about this earlier. First professional baseball team, first professional paid fire department in the country. There's you're forever linked to the Reds and to opening day as a department.
Absolutely, and it's been incredible. All the people come out and how they celebrate, seeing some of the old veteran players. It's just been awesome.
Yeah. So, it's your first one here. What did you expect? How does it compare to what you expected? And the day is young, my friend.
Wow, I don't know if it can get any better than this. I don't know if it can get better. Look at this. This is just awesome, and I'm having a great time getting out and just seeing all the people come out and get ready for opening day.
All right, Chief, thank you so much. Happy opening day. Go Reds.
Thank you. Go Reds.
There it is. That's always special, guys. First timers. I love the reaction, Tanya. Papo.
I love it too. I mean, we were just talking, Evan, about when I was a kid and getting to watch it. It's so great to see someone, an adult, who's coming here for the first time, blanketed with Reds gear and seeing it.
We heard Dimitri Young. When they're players, they know nothing about it. All they know is you used to be when the llamas and the elephants came into the stadium, and that's what they saw. But people would say, what did you think of the parade? The players didn't know it, so they're getting to experience that for the first time, too.
And we're taking a look. there is our crew from WCPO walking. There's Cameron Harden. Oh, there's Kristen Scovira, Kristen Swilly, and probably over there's Adrian Whitsett in the background. I can barely see him. He's tall and waving. That's our Good Morning Tri-State team. They're such good people. I hope that you get to check them out sometime because they're absolutely wonderful. And they get to walk the parade. I mean, we get to watch it from the sidelines. I have never gotten to walk in it. One day I'll get to do that. It's absolutely fantastic. You've got all kinds of law enforcement. We've seen them come by on motorcycle. We've seen the bagpipers. It's the Hamilton County Sheriff's Department's bagpiping unit, I believe. They're incredible. They practice all the time. And you could, you know, if there is a funeral, if there is a celebration, they are there to usher, you know, the people through, and certainly always here on opening day.
And this is
well.
part of the fun for the kids too. 2 hours, or at least an hour before the parade started, the policemen were out on their bikes and that, and I saw kids just talking to them, and I mean, this is just, the kids are having fun, and they're able to meet people like that.
It's a community day. A day, you know, you heard the mayor say it, a day where we can all just reconnect and be Cincinnatians, be for our hometown team, and be here for our hometown as well. Celebrate what makes Cincinnati so special. Listen, we got so much more to get to, but let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with the 105th Findlay Market Opening Day Parade.
$1985 marked a revival for the Reds. Fans lined up for the parade, buzzing about the team's new player manager.
Pete Rose, I'm glad he's back.
Hopes were high.
It didn't rain on this parade, and maybe that's a good omen for the season.
It didn't rain on the parade, but it did rain and snow later, delaying the game twice. Crews using Zambonis to clear the AstroTurf. The Reds went on to beat the Montreal Expos 4-1 on opening day.
No rain, no snow today, and listen, folks, it's a great day. Like, Craig McKee is up there, and that is one Marty Brenneman and Amanda Brenneman right there. Craig, can you get them and talk to them?
Well, I certainly can. The only problem is that everybody wants to say hi to Marty, of course. He's hugging babies and kissing babies and shaking hands over here. Marty, this is your 50th year doing this. Obviously, opening day is very special to you, being the voice of the Reds for so many years. Do you have a different sense, a different feeling this time around since you're not going to be in the booth?
No, not really. It's been 4 years since I've been in the booth.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten accustomed to it now. On top of that, when I did my last game on the 26th of September in 19, haven't missed it 1 second. But I don't even know if I can broadcast a baseball game anymore.
When you look at this, though, what is your takeaway? You know,
well, you know, in the years I was with the club, we'd always open at home. Opening day would always be here. Then we'd go on the road and we'd play another team's opening games because they began on the road. There is nothing like this in baseball.
Absolutely.
Not in New York, not in LA, not in anywhere. This is the most special opening day, probably in professional sports.
Absolutely. And now you don't have to memorize rosters or do any of that.
I don't have to do any of that. I just enjoy it now.
Absolutely. Marty, thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
All right, everybody. Marty Brenneman there, and the fans obviously enjoying him as he walks down, an icon when it comes to the Cincinnati Reds. Tanya and Papo.
Thank you so much, Craig. It is always good to hear his dulcet tones filling up our ears, isn't it? It's fantastic.
Yeah, and I remember doing him the story about his debut and Hank Aaron's home run, and I said, what do you remember about that? He goes, well, I can tell you this. I didn't screw it up.
No, he did not.
That was the most important thing to him.
One of the greatest calls in baseball, and to think that it was his first broadcast is just insane. He's such a well-prepared guy. As you see right here, we just saw Neil Lucan and the Findlay Market Parade organizers go by at our location here at 9th Street, and it's just so fun to see all of these entrants and everyone enjoying, whether it's just a pickup truck with a bunch of people in it, politicians always pack this parade, but everybody wants to be part of it.
Yeah. Marty is also representing the Kid Glove Game.
Yes.
Which has been around for generations here and has done so much to further baseball and softball in our area. Now, in this year, for the first time, they have 30 Kid Glove games. So if you know somebody who plays in Knothole, get a hold of them. You can get some discount tickets to Reds games, and it involves 30 games rather than just a handful like there used to be in the past.
Kid Glove games are always special, and it's so special. I'm sorry, what did you say there, Tammy? It's so special that we're able to have them. And I was just getting some cues from our producer, Tammy Beiersdorfer, which is to go over to Evan Millward. He's on the parade route. Evan.
Yeah, we just talked to City Council. They walked by. I know Craig talked to the mayor earlier. We're talking to everyone who is hype on this parade route. Have you ever seen a crowd this big?
No, I haven't. This is my first time.
Well, wait a minute. Okay, another first timer.
Timer, yes.
All right, introduce yourselves. What do you make of it?
I'm Shadonna. Harlem.
Shanita. Sky.
And this is good. This is great. Like, this is the best one I've had thus far.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Are you out all day?
All day. I'm out all day in these streets. Yes, I am.
Awesome. So, first opening day parade, what did you expect? It's tradition here.
I didn't know what to expect, but I love it. I'll be back next year.
Okay, a repeat customer coming in.
Will be, yes.
Awesome. We're in a break in the parade here right now, but we got Jim Scott coming our way. Everyone, the honorary Grand Marshal, the radio legend. And you can hear this crowd go crazy for Jim Scott. Absolutely incredible. The honor of the day going to Jim Scott. Incredible, incredible moment. This parade route down Ray Street, you could hear it coming, the cheers for Jim Scott. So that's incredible. Thank you so much for talking with us. Enjoy the rest of your first time. Are you having a good time?
Can you put it up high?
Yeah. You want to go up high? Oh, look at that. Oh, incredible. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
All right, look, I'm like standing up and looking around just so I can see what's coming next. He said Jim Scott, and I'm sorry, I took a breath for a minute because it just, you think about what this guy is fighting right now, having ALS, and the fact that he was able to come here today. I know he had the force of Cincinnatians behind him, pushing him, hoping and praying that he could get here today.
And for a half century, he's walked this route, no problems at all. After a diagnosis with ALS, obviously, he can't do that any longer, but I was talking, you and I have been around this city for a long time, and you've never heard a bad word about Jim Scott. And people will say, oh, he's a nice guy. No, he really is a nice guy.
Truly,
and
just a nice guy.
And just a guy that you could go somewhere and you see, and he'll talk to you. He was a big timer. He was not, you and I were.
He's the number one guy in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Every morning people woke up with him, and you're seeing his car approach where we are right now on your screen. It's that convertible vehicle, and it's moving slowly, folks, on purpose, because I imagine Jim Scott and his family are just trying to soak in every moment of this parade, all the good love and warmth headed his way as they're ushering him through this parade, and hoping that he can enjoy this moment, because as you have ALS, and as people who do know that who have ALS, it is not a barrel of fun. And I'm going to stand up in salute
You bet.
of him as he comes right by where we are right now, because what a great guy. What an absolute gem of a guy. Jim Scott, the honorary Grand Marshal of the 105th 2024 Findlay Market Reds opening day parade, coming by us. Our hearts and our best wishes are with him and his family on this and other days too.
He's been such a fixture of this parade. Often the spokesman for the parade.
Yeah.
Heck, He did more ads on TV. I mean, we became familiar. It was like he was a member of the family for so many years. And then I live over in southeast Indiana, so I'd run into him. That's where he lives, over there. And so we'd see each other on occasion. And then somebody would say to me all of a sudden, you know who came into Frisch's today? Jim Scott. And they were so excited to see him.
He's worth being excited about. Okay, look at that mascot. There's Mr. Red up there. Cincinnati Reds, I think, have the best mascots. We saw Gapper come by a little bit ago. We've got Rosie Red. We've got Mr. Red. We've got 2 Mr. Reds, in fact. So it is fantastic to see all of them.
Cincinnati, look amazing!
Oh, we are enjoying this day. We hope you are too. We are so much more to bring you with the Reds opening day parade. The 2024 Findlay Market opening day parade, I should say. And we'll be back with more of it in just a quick minute.
What?
Cincinnati! CIA!
Welcome back, everyone, to the 105th Findlay Market Opening Day Parade. And I want to, right behind us, if we can take that camera, is the UC, the University of Cincinnati Marching Band. Love the marching bands in this parade. It is absolutely fantastic. Listen, take a listen to them if we can for just a moment. It is so great. I love the marching bands in this parade. We'll have several more throughout the day. We'll try to bring them all to you. Can we get quickly up to my co-anchor, Craig McKee? He is at the start of the Findlay Market Day Parade up by Findlay Market. Craig?
Hey guys, I'm here at the very start of the parade. This is Chloe Deerwester, 4 times Ohio State champion, wrestling. 155-1 is her record. Chloe! Chloe! Can't hear me over all the noise. Chloe! Chloe can't hear me. There's too much noise and I can't climb up there. But anyway, what's so amazing is by having Chloe here, it's just another part of Cincinnati and the tri-state area. You know, Northern Kentucky's represented here, the history in Cincinnati, Indiana, the entire area comes together. We're one. And while this may be the city of Cincinnati, look at the crowd here.
Good company, I'm Sam.
How many years have you been coming to this parade?
Man, since I was 2.
Since you were 2.
28 years.
And you keep coming back.
And I keep coming back.
What makes this so special to come out with friends and family?
It's the hometown, baby. Cincinnati Reds, we out here, baby. Who they 2 for the city, baby?
All right, here we are. I am just in heaven out here, guys. I need to find some food, too. We'll get to that here in a minute. I can see some smoke coming. I think we have some barbecue coming our way. The Dragonfly Foundation here with their wonderful tractor towing trailer here they bring out every year.
Hey, Craig, I'm going to take it from you because I want to go out to Evan Millward. He's right behind where we are with our own crew from WCPO 9.
Yeah.
Evan?
Hi! So wave to yourselves. That's very meta. Wait, we're here. We have the Reds Community Fund. Hold on. We're going to run. Sorry, Rob. Rob is amazing. Hey, everyone. We want to say hi to our friends up here. Come on, GMTF. Good morning, Tri-State. Good morning. Happy opening day, Tri-State. How are you guys doing?
We're great. We're out here. It's sunny. It is electrifying out here. Wonderful time.
Yeah.
It is warmer now than it was this morning.
Sure is.
So good to see so many people out here just having a great time. Can't wait for that first game. So
Usually it's nap time right now, but we're just going off some energy right now.
32 cups of coffee and 6 Diet Cokes later. They're ready to go. All right, these are our friends. So glad to see you all. I might be out of breath. All right, we're going to come back talk to the Reds Community Fund because you guys do so much good work. How are you?
I'm good. How
Happy
are you?
opening day. I'm
Fine and
out of
strong,
breath.
Sarah, baby. Me too. This is work. This is work.
This isn't work. This
no,
is play.
this is fun. This is a blast.
Yeah.
Hey, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Reds on 3, family on 6. 1, 2, 3. Reds. 4, 5, 6. Family. 1, 2, 3. Reds. 4, 5, 6. Family. Hey, Reds Youth Organization playing ball from 8U to 18. It's a great organization. And so are the Reds, and so are you.
Oh, thank you.
You're an institution, my friend.
Oh, no.
Come on,
I think he
baby.
just called me old. No, you guys do incredible work.
Thank you.
These kids are changing lives. You're
Thank
helping
you. Thank you.
shape lives, and you're teaching kids all the values that baseball has taught us all growing up.
We want great baseball players, but even more importantly, we want great human beings.
Right.
That's it.
Because great human beings are great baseball
And
fans.
can change the world.
Absolutely.
Let's go Reds.
Come on,
Let's
Reds.
go Reds.
Happy opening day to you.
Happy opening day, brother.
Happy opening day, everyone. Let's go Reds. We'll send it back to you guys.
Oh, thanks so much, Evan. I love the Reds Community Fund. It does so much great work. Yes, it teaches kids the love of baseball, but it does everything from tutoring kids on ACTs.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to Randy Freaking about this, who's a big supporter, and he said he knew a kid that had a 17 on his ACTs. But through the help of the Reds Community Fund and the tutoring he got there after school, he brought it up to a 29. Now that is incredible, and that is something tangible for these kids.
Well, this is something that came into play, I think, around 2001. And we didn't know what it was. It was just, I thought, just a way to give back. But they have built so many fields. Like you said, they've affected so many kids. Charlie Frank, the executive director, amazing. He still has that much enthusiasm. He's been working so hard at this for so long, but they have done a lot of good work.
You're seeing Anthony Munoz on the left side of your screen, the Anthony Munoz Foundation going by. Of course, the Hall of Famer, Anthony Munoz, who, you know, couldn't have been he's another one of these guys in Cincinnati who's just been incredible, not just as a human being, not just as a player, but as a community human. He's named NFL Man of the Year in '91, All-Pro lineman, of course, I said it. He's in the Hall of Fame, and just an absolutely great guy doing good works for Cincinnati. Do you have any idea, who is this band? Can you tell there? It is Claremont Northeastern. Let's listen to these guys as they come by us. Oh, I think they already came by us. Oh, darn it. Well, you know, we're always a second late, aren't we? But that is the 1869 Cincinnati Red Stockings. And folks, these guys play barehanded baseball. They actually go out in those uniforms and they play with a bigger ball than a baseball. It's slightly larger, as I understand it. And they throw and hit and don't wear gloves.
Yes.
Why do they do this?
Well, they enjoy it. One of our contributors years ago, Greg Rhodes, did this a lot and played with these guys. I think they play like up around Sharon Village, and have the games. And believe me, there's a lot of other teams that do this as well. But I think they just want to see baseball and show baseball as it once was.
All right, let's go out to Evan Millward, who has Anthony Munoz with him.
Yeah, you talked about Anthony Munoz, you get Anthony Munoz. Anthony Munoz, happy opening day, man.
Hey, happy opening day. How great is this?
Oh, it's amazing. Not a cloud in the sky, perfect temperature. Hey, look, you're doing incredible work in the community. Talk about it. What do you want to promote? What do you want to tell people right now on opening day about what you guys are doing?
Well, first of all, the great thing about it is the foundation. You know, you have some of our scholarship kids, some of our mentoring kids. We have 8 programs. We've been 23 years strong. We got great corporate partners, engaged people in this community. Just gives us a chance to impact young people in this great community. So, MunozFoundation.org. You can go to all the programs we do, any way to help, volunteer, fund, just be a part of the team. And that's the way I look at it. It has my name on it, but it's the team. And just the way we're going to watch this big red team win this year, I'm excited about the season, looking forward to the Reds this year.
You are a legend in this town, and now you're giving back. What kept you here to give back and do what you do?
Well, what kept us here, look around and you see the streets filled with Reds fans. Not only is it Reds opening day, but you hear a lot of Who Day. And I tell people the thing that kept us here after I retired were the people. The people are amazing, and that's what makes it fun for us with the foundation. It's such an engaging, such a giving community. I tell people at one time I belonged to a smaller team, the Bengals. Now I belong to a big team, and that's a community, and we get a chance to work together and have an impact.
Awesome. Happy opening day, Who Day, baby, too. See you. We'll send it back to you guys as the parade continues down Race Street.
Evan, Evan, if you can walk up the parade route, you're going to run into a bunch of Bengals alumni. So go check them out. There's so many great guys out there. We saw a whole bunch of great Bengals alumni.
Louis Breeden, David Fulcher,
We're
Jim
check them out
Breach,
right now for
Kenny
you.
Anderson, I believe, is there.
Yeah, go check them out because they're going to be coming by you real quickly here. And I mean, it's just great. You heard Anthony Munoz talk about it. You hear a bunch of Who Days out here when you see a Bengals fan. This is a celebration of the Reds. It's a celebration of spring. It's a celebration of hope, right?
And it's a celebration of Cincinnati.
Yes.
You see those guys, you saw all those alumni, you see Anthony. What did they do? They stuck around Cincinnati.
Yes, they did.
They weren't from here. And
Anthony's a California boy, right? LA
He's from
kid.
Ontario, and he stayed. He and DD stuck around, and not only did they stick around, but they did a lot of good in this community, like a lot of these guys do as well. So they love Cincinnati. It's home now.
It is a great place to grow up. Having grown up here myself, I can tell you that. You raised your whole family here.
Yeah,
I did too.
And I'm just glad that they're able to stick around here, and then they're able to ride a float, and people are able to say, that's David Fulcher.
That's
he
right.
played in Super Bowl 23.
All right, well, so the David Fulcher, well, I bet you Evan Millward's with David Fulcher in the game.
All right, guys, yeah. So Tanya said, hey, run back and talk to these guys. We're talking to Anthony Munoz. She was like, no, run back up. So, look, we just talked about how once you're a Bengal, you're a part of that team. Anthony Munoz called it, now you're part of a bigger team here in Cincinnati. What does this mean to the city? Bengals excitement, Reds excitement, FC Cincinnati excitement? My goodness.
I think Jim and I were talking about back when last 20 years, this would have been so fun to be part of.
Yeah.
And it's great that they've included us. And I grew up in this area, so I was always a Reds fan. It's just a lot of fun.
I love it. We love baseball. So to see the excitement, it's like starting a spring, right? I mean, baseball season. So I'm blown away. I'm excited about this season's team.
Yeah.
Could be a lot of fun. So this is great. I'm glad that we were able to be involved with it.
Look, we are, as Cincinnatians, die-hard sports fans. It doesn't matter whether it's football, baseball, soccer, it doesn't matter. You see this, people are still cheering for you guys because they still care. They remember you guys do good work in the community. Like, it's 6 people deep yelling your names.
Yeah, these people take off work. They come from wherever. I've seen people from down in Kentucky that I recognize in the crowd. So it's just a lot of fun. So it's good stuff.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to be remembered to begin with, but it's just be a part of it. Something as big as this, it's just special. You know, I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be in Cincinnati and experience this.
Yeah, I told Jim I'm going to have to wear my old number 9 jersey. Everybody's going to think I'm Joe Burrow.
Hey, look, you know, maybe it's good luck. What do you make of the game and the Reds team this season?
Oh, we have to win today, right? So this, I mean, it makes an open day fun. So
it's hard to take your eyes off Ellie De La Cruz and all this young talent they have. If they pitch really well, I think they're going to be pretty tough.
Should be a good team. Should be a lot of fun. So.
Yeah, excellent. Guys, thank you so much. Happy opening day. Tanya, got anything you want to ask them?
Oh, yeah. Can you ask him to do a Who Day for us?
Oh, yeah. Tanya would like us. Can we get a Who Day?
Who Day!
There you go. Thanks, guys. We'll send it back to you.
Thanks so much. And you know what? There's so much excitement around here. We're going to only take 30 seconds break because we want to come right back with more of the Findlay Market Reds Opening Day Parade.
The mid-90s saw a couple of oddball opening days in a row. In '94, the Reds' opening game got scheduled for Easter Sunday evening. Owner Marge Schott wasn't having it. So all the opening day pomp and circumstance was held off until Monday.
We're going to let you play today. We're going to put you on the field.
Then in '95, with the players on strike up until the eve of the scheduled opening day, the opener got pushed back 23 days. But the parade marched on as scheduled. The crowds even turned out to watch. There just wasn't a game for them to go to afterwards.
Welcome back, everyone. Do you remember that 94-95
Oh,
time?
I remember them so
That
well
short
because
season too.
Yeah, and I remember them talking about at Findlay Market is March says we're still having that parade,
Heck yeah.
and she says you have to. They says how long do we have? And she says you have 20 days to get ready for it, and there's a lot of vendors and all things to do, and no baseball to go with it. Cincinnati's different.
Yeah, we didn't care.
By the
we
way,
still turned out for the
those
parade.
two guys that Evan were talking about, in case people didn't know, those are two of the greatest kickers in Bengals history. Doug Pelfrey,
Yes,
a
sir.
Taylor High School, or Scott High School grad, and then Jim Breach, who's the all-time leading scorer for the Cincinnati Bengals. Used to be a regular on Sports of All Sorts years ago.
I'm sorry, I'm getting word that the Reds players are starting to warm up on the field. That is a great sign because the
That
game
is.
is going to happen. And yes, there we go. We got a nice shot of these guys. That Jonathan India right there, you know him from the hair, of
No
course.
question.
And he's going to be pulling on second today because he's filling in for an injured guy. But let's go head back up to my co-anchor at 5:30 and 6. That's Craig McKee. He is at the start of the parade at Findlay Market. Craig?
Hey, Tanya, we're here at the start of the parade. You can see the Rosie Reds right here behind us. A great crowd, a lot of excitement. Melissa, why is this so important, for the Reds season, obviously, but for the Rosie Reds specifically?
A Rosie Red is a wonderful organization. Not only do we support the Reds, but we're also a philanthropic organization, and we have partnered with the Reds Community Fund and Kids Glove, and we support donations to local youth teams for equipment, uniforms, bats, gloves. So I think we go a lot deeper than the Reds.
Absolutely. Celebrating the Reds, but everything going back to the community and supporting that. Thank you so much, Melissa. The Rosie Reds here, longtime favorites, of course, of the parade as I get swallowed up by Rosie Reds.
Thanks so much, Craig. It's so great to see everyone out there. I love the Rosie Reds. They're just such a great organization of women getting together and loving this team and loving our community as well. The parade has been going on for 105 years, John Popovich. We were not, contrary to popular belief, John and I were not broadcasting those first couple of parades, but it was, it's such an amazing thing that it's been going on for so long in this community.
And that is the Findlay Market part of
yes.
it. The actual opening day parade, I think, goes back like 148 years or so. It went back many years beyond that, but there used to be, I'm told there used to be 9 markets in greater Cincinnati. And then as they dwindled over the years, Findlay Market took over, and so it has actually been the Findlay Market parade, I think, for 105 years now. And boy, and they, there are times I think you thought that was going to drop off, and then all of a sudden it got stronger. And I think that was during the reign of Marge Schott, that she just made this a priority.
On the left side of your screen there, the little train you're seeing go by is the Dragonfly Foundation, doing so much great work for kids with cancer. Wonderful organization. Then we've got a band on the right side. I want to say that's Holy Cross High School, but I am struggling to read their logo, so I'm not quite sure. It might be the Claremont Northeastern Marching Rockets. Could it be? Let's go out to our Evan Millward along the parade route and see who he has been talking to.
I've got your Claremont Northeastern Band coming up right here, Tanya, as we moved up towards Central Parkway on this parade route. All right, everyone, are we having fun yet? All right, can we get a Let's Go Reds? All right, let's give it up for the Claremont Northeastern Band, yeah? You guys sound good. We're live here on Channel 9. Tell me a little bit about some of these kids.
So they're on spring break today.
So they're here on their spring break?
They're on their spring break, yeah. We got 60 kids here today on our spring break. They've been working really hard. We're going to perform in Disney World on May 2nd. So
Disney World, I got to tell you, got nothing on this parade.
This parade's great. And it's well organized. It's a thing we love coming down to. We've been coming down for about 12 years now. Yeah.
And not always on spring break. That's impressive. Hey, they gave up their spring break to be here. Where else would you rather be? I guess.
Yeah, I know, it's great. And these kids are great. Like, we have a state wrestling champion in the band. We have an academic quiz team captain. We have the star of the musical. These kids do everything, and it's great, and it's fun to work with them every day.
It is the multi-talented Claremont Northeastern Marching Band. Thank you so much. Happy opening day. We'll get out the way.
Tanya, since opening day now falls at the end of March instead of in the first 2 weeks of April like it used to be, Easter week probably comes a little more often where the kids are off. Yeah. They just have Easter week off. It used to be you used to have to get a pass or you have to
get my mom to write a note.
There you go.
She can't be there
and she
today.
Was good
she has
at
a doctor's appointment. How many times, and I'd love to hear from some former teachers and superintendents, how many times they knew on opening day that half of their class would be there. Craig McKee is out there. Look at all those unicyclers. I hope, Craig, you're on one right now. Please say it's true.
If I were on a unicycle right now, we would have to stop the parade and get a medical team out here to save me. I can guarantee you that. And these kids, though, are making it look so easy. The pop cycles, look at that. Man, that is some talent there. We have George Foster, who's going to be making his way here just a little bit with the giving out the game ball today. But take a look at this. You make this look so easy. Can you talk and write at the same time?
Yeah, I've been practicing.
You've been practicing a little?
A lot.
What does it mean to have this group out here today for a
Oh, go Reds. It's just pretty exciting. Is it the greatest parade in baseball? That's what I keep hearing.
That is amazing. Ohio Baseball Club here as well. This city is all about baseball. Hey, you look kind of familiar. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. You see so many familiar faces out here, Tanya. Of course, 96 Rock. Cincinnati's pure rock right there. Let's see if we can meet up with Mr. George Foster here real quick. You guys still have me. Hey, George. Hey, George, today's opening day. What does this mean for you to be able to hand out that game ball?
Oh, it's going to be great. It's always great to see Cincinnati. They love baseball. They're great supporters. Looking forward to being a part of the program.
Absolutely. To see all these people out here, what does it mean when you were a player? What did it mean to see this many people come out for game day?
I just wish that the current players today get a chance to come out and see these fans, especially the kids, have the kids out to the games.
Absolutely. George, thank you so much. Handing out the game ball today, Tanya and Papa. Pretty exciting for all the fans here along the sidelines.
George Foster, how about that guy?
Whoa, I'll tell you what, he had some great seasons. He was another part of that. You know, the Reds had trouble in the early 70s getting over the hump. They got to the World Series, got to the playoffs. Yep. Then when you add the Joe Morgans and the George Fosters and the Ken Griffeys, then all of a sudden you have a complete team. And George Foster was big power in the middle of that lineup. And of course he was the MVP, and I'm thinking 1977, 78, something like that.
You know, he said something, he wishes all the current day baseball players could see what's going on in this community right now. I know I'm probably extremely naive about this, so I'm gonna ask you, wouldn't they put in the locker room our broadcast, for example, on for the players to be able to see, like, hey, this is what's happening right now. Before you go on that field, know this.
Yeah, there's a number of monitors in the locker room, and so I would imagine they could have that up there. But most of the time, it's up there. They have like baseball channels up there and things like that. Rather than local baseball, TV, right. Maybe they're afraid that people are going to be talking about the team, and maybe the comments aren't always good. I don't know. Maybe the parade is on in there, and I hope it is, because just like Dimitri Young said, they never knew this. They had no idea there was that much excitement outside the ballpark. All they did is hear about it.
Hey, let's go out to Evan Millward. I think he's got some fun stuff happening. Evan?
I'm going to stay out of this one because I don't have these moves. You're looking at Dance Flash Fusion right now, bringing it. They do have, I think they have the same bat I have my microphone in. Check this out. Let's watch them cook.
They look great. Dance Flash Fusion. It's described as a powerhouse of energy, excitement, and jaw-dropping, show-stopping skills. I personally love their uniforms. All that
Think of their own uniforms.
Yeah, I love them. They are right, the Rockford Peaches. That is so fantastic. The all-girls professional baseball league of their own. They look great out there dancing it up and having a great time. We're having a great time here, John Popovich, aren't we?
Yeah. The only thing that could be better is if we were standing on the curb watching it. But we're elevated a little bit. We're able to turn around. We're able to watch everybody coming down here. And I'll tell you what, this crowd continues to grow.
Oh, we're 10 deep out here. Absolutely awesome. And I'll tell you what, everyone has a smile on their face. We're going to keep that smile on your face, too, by taking just the shortest break possible. We'll be right back with more of the 2024 Findlay Market Opening Day Parade.
Channel Spotlight Report.
At Riverfront, it was a memorable opening day, but people don't soon forget baseball fields covered with snow.
April 6, 1977. At least one pig threatened to fly, but the Reds' opening day parade went on despite the wintry weather.
Here comes the snow again. Or is that confetti? That's snow.
The game went on too, with fans bundled up in the stands. The Reds pulled off a 5-3 win that day against the San Diego Padres.
Welcome back, everyone. That was opening day in 1977.
4 inches of snow on the field, and I remember they said one player showed up, and he told Dick Wagner, he says, well, I'm heading home. He goes, you're not going anywhere. We're playing baseball. It was only like 35 degrees, and they got on the field. You remember they had the big Zambonis.
Oh,
and that.
yeah.
They had a crew in place to clean it up, got it cleaned up, played baseball. I don't think there was even any delay that day.
Just a couple years ago, we had snow flurries. I'm really happy that today we're going to have a high of about 58, so it's wonderful and beautiful outside. Just passed us by just a couple of seconds ago, you saw it on your screen, was the Carlisle High School Marching Band. 70 members from that excellent band popping by us. We're seeing all kinds of wonderful communities in their entries into this parade. So coming up behind us very quickly will be the Rosie Reds. If you've been watching this for longer than 15 minutes, you can tell that we have people stationed along different areas of the parade. I can hear our Craig McKee up there at the top of the parade, and so then what he sees come by will come by us in about every 15 minutes. So we see them every once in a while through the parade. So if you're wondering why we keep seeing a couple of the same things, well, that's why. We're trying to bring you as many of these entrants as humanly possible.
Plus, by doing that, we get to get different views of them. Some from the side, some from the sun, some from high on top, and hopefully we get better coverage that way. And you see everything. You mentioned politicians, you mentioned people selling things.
Oh, sure.
Bands, and you get the whole array. This ain't Macy's Day Parade on Thanksgiving. This
No,
is
it's not.
Cincinnati's opening day parade.
Okay, it's a little homespun in some ways, but
That's what makes it great.
Homespun, and
Yes, it
I
is.
love every bit of it. Our Craig McKee, by the way, up there at the front of the at the top where it begins at Finley Market Parade. And so, Craig, what's been happening up there?
Well, you know what? We just missed the Wapakoneta synchronized team, the Optimist Club. They're actually heading towards you now. You'll hear the rumble of all of those lawnmowers coming very soon. Key Bank here coming by right now, and you can see the crowd still. You guys were talking about 10 people deep. We're seeing it at about 5 or 6 deep in some locations, even deeper at the intersections here. How are you guys doing? Are you enjoying the parade today?
Oh, absolutely.
How many times do you do this every year? Is this your thing?
Actually, we're off of school. I work at a local Catholic school, and so we're off today. So I got to come to the parade with my family.
So it worked out perfectly. Are you guys enjoying it?
Having a great time.
Having a great time. What's the best part?
It's the inaugural beginning of the Red season. It's officially spring in Cincinnati, and it's a great day to be out here and over the Rhine enjoying it with our community.
And the weather totally worked out for this. I don't have my list here. I can't tell you who this is right now, guys. But they are fantastic. Who are you guys? You're the Sin City Shakers?
Sin City Shakers.
Sin City Shakers. So tell me a little bit about what you do.
We have fun and we dance.
We have fun and we dance. Tanya, this is the group I need to sign up for. And these are the perfect outfits for me, too.
They have fun and they dance. That sounds like our producing staff on a Friday night. I'll tell you what, we are having fun, and I wish we were out there dancing with everyone. The Kent County Marching Band rumbling by us right now, and then right behind them should be, if they're in order, FC Cincinnati's entry. We have incredible teams in this community. Here comes, you see that FC banner, and part of that entry will be Michael Millay and Kenny Walker. So Michael Millay is a defender, Kenny Walker a midfielder, and Michael Millay is from Orlando, Florida. But Kenny Walker, he's from Wickliffe, Ohio, and went to Louisville. And these guys By the way, Michael Millay played for the UC Bearcats, so they both have ties to our community besides being on the team. And what a great team FC Cincinnati has had, not just last season, but this season too.
Yeah, they're sampling another part of our community. Let's admit it, when they go in to their stadium, it is one of the great home field advantages in all of soccer. So now they come here and they go, wow, is this all the people do in Cincinnati is show up for sports and different events? But I mean, FC Cincinnati is one of the great phenomenons, I believe, in the time I've been in the town to see that people embrace and just go after soccer in such a devoted way.
It's been incredible to see how well they've done. We are now watching, if you see on your screen there, that is the Crosby Elementary Pop Cycles Unicycle Club. They are 4th and 5th grade students from Crosby Elementary in the Southwest Local School District in Crosby Township. Of course, that's here in Hamilton County. They practice in the mornings before school. So all the students have to get to school, get this, Papo, an hour and a half before school starts so that they can get out on that one unicycle, that one wheel, and get practicing. They've been doing these 3 days a week starting in October of 2018.
You have to really want to do it to get there early.
My face would be planted on the ground many times over if I were ever going to try a unicycle. So no thanks. As wonderful as that sound, as great job as they do, that is never going to be my forte. Caleb and Marshall, they're down on the field at Great American Ballpark. Guys, we saw a little bit ago Jonathan Indy on the field warming up.
Yeah, they went through some fielding practice. Now some Reds players going through batting practice. Will Benson warming up right now, Marshall.
That starting center fielder, Will Benson. Why don't we take a little look at him? Benson came onto the scene last year after not living up to the hype as a first-round draft pick to Cleveland. Gets a rebirth as a Cincinnati Red. He was huge last year. You see the commercial of him getting so excited after hitting a walk-off home run last season.
What a moment.
Benson, you know, everyone talks about Ellie De La Cruz as this five-tool player. Benson, Caleb and I were talking, might be the best athlete on this team.
Yeah, if you talk about overall, just athletic prowess overall, he might be number one.
Incredible high school basketball player as well. And the thing with Will, if the Reds are going to have a good year this year, they're going to need him. And now, speaking of Cincinnati people, right up, we have Luke Maley, Covington Catholic's own. Also another guy who had a huge year for the Reds last season. He gets into the cage. He is not starting today. Tyler Stevenson is the starting catcher, but Luke Maley, he told us he grew up going to opening day with his family, and the fact that he gets to have his second Reds opening day just means the world to him.
Yeah, what a special thing for him to be able to be out here on the field. No, he's not starting. And again, we talk about depth on the field. Important to have that depth at the catcher position, even though Tyler Stevenson might play more of a primarily catcher role, won't have to be as much of a utility player this season for the Reds.
And the biggest pop we'll see this season, hopefully, from this man, first baseman, another youngster, Christian Encarnacion Strand, commonly known as CES. He dropped the Strand in his jersey this season, just Encarnacion, I believe. And CES, man, can he hurt a baseball.
Yeah, so with Joey Votto, leaving this past offseason, Christian Encarnacion Strand is going to be your first baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. Get used to seeing him there. He is an up-and-coming star in this league. You talked about the pop. If you're betting on a guy to hit a home run for the Reds, he's probably your one.
If there's one player in the home run derby for the Reds, I would put my money that it would be Christian Encarnacion Strand.
All right, take a look at this. It's the odds this season for total wins for each of the 5 teams in the NL Central. And I don't show you this so you can look at it and say, oh, man, I thought the Reds were supposed to be good this year. They're in 3rd place on this list. Look how close it is. And really top to bottom. The Cubs, the over-under, these are Vegas odds. The source is Caesar Sportsbook. The Cubs, over-under for wins this season, 85. At the bottom of the division, the Pirates at 75. So all 5 teams, if you look at Vegas and you're looking at the odds, all 5 teams with over-unders within 10 wins of each other.
Yeah, but don't take this too much to heart. Last year, the Reds were expected to have 66 wins, and they went on to have 82, missing the playoffs by just 2 games. So this Reds team, anything can happen, and a lot of it will be that the fact that they signed so many infielders, including re-signing the man up in the batting cage right now, Jonathan India. He's going to get the start at second base, and he was really going to transition this season to playing more positions besides second base. He's worked out in the outfield. He's worked out at first base. Designated hitter's another spot we might see him this season, but with Matt McClain's injury, he's going to be the main second baseman again. Now up is catcher Tyler Stevenson. Last year there was talk about him playing multiple positions. Stevenson now will be the everyday catcher for the Reds. He's batting 9th today, and a big year for him ahead is what he's hoping for.
Yeah, you mentioned Jonathan India, right? And he's one of the more interesting storylines heading into this season because obviously Matt McLean could miss a good chunk of the season or a majority of the season. Jonathan India is going to be called upon to step in and play his familiar role at second base. Look, if the Reds win 16 games over their line this season, they're over under, that would put them at 98. So
they'll
we'll
take
see.
that.
we
can watch batting practice all day, and I'm sure you'll check in with us again soon while we enjoy the rest of these guys taking some hacks before opening day. Let's send it back to Papo and Tanya.
Okay, and let's immediately go to the Jack Sendell Band and listen into them just for a moment if we can. And thanks to Marshall and Kayla there for us. Jack Sendell, 300 students in that band. At Northside Distillery, by the way, thanks to them for hosting us this year and last year. We appreciate that. Should mention they're from Osgood, Indiana, not far from where you are in your home.
Yeah, it's my neck of the woods, and of course they just had great tragedy.
Yes, they did. They lost a student, Carson Hughes, who died at Versailles State Park, and there was you saw it probably in the smaller box if you were able to see it. They had a banner celebrating his life. So what a nice touch there. But it's also such a small school to have 300 students in their marching band is pretty incredible.
Yeah, that really is. And Jacksonville, obviously a consolidation years ago. They've even won a basketball championship. That Carson was an athlete in 3 sports. Wow. But more than that, I guess he was a photographer and a great guy.
Yeah.
That he loved going out to Versailles State Park and shooting wildlife. And he was really, really talented. And we don't know what happened, but everybody was really saddened in that community by this young man taken away too soon.
It's such a tragedy for them. It was nice to see that they would remember him on this glorious day in Cincinnati. Craig McKee, let's check in with you. You're up there at the start of the parade at Findlay Market. Craig.
Hey, Tanya and Papo. Yeah, Tanya and Papo, the crowd here is roaring. Of course, the U.S. Cincinnati Foundation here, Barry Whitten. What does it mean to have today? There's so much support for the USS Cincinnati. You and your group really supports the crew and the family members of the USS Cincinnati.
We love the crew. We bring them here for namesake visits. We have our float in the parade. We appreciate everything that everybody does for us and helps us out with the crew.
When the crew comes here, that connection that they have with Cincinnati, in the submarine, the USS Cincinnati, or on the ship, the littoral ship, they actually have Reds memorabilia, they have Who Day memorabilia, the Bengals, everything.
They got everything. They got stuff from the Reds, from FC Cincinnati, the Bengals, and it's been a great ride with having them come here. We get to take them around the city, see a lot of things, and we just appreciate everything that we can do for them.
Absolutely, Barry. Thank you so much. Paul, come this way. We're going to go take a look at the, as everyone knows, and I've done a story on a home front. The USS Cincinnati, that decommissioned submarine, will actually be set up in Westchester. And this, obviously, is a nice little replica of the USS Cincinnati as I hop up here. How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
What does this day mean to you?
It means a lot because we have the memorial that we're going to be building, and this gets the word out.
Absolutely. To have a life-size replica of the USS Cincinnati with parts like the sail and the con and the rudder, and there's certain components to be in Cincinnati and Westchester at the park. What will that mean for this community?
It'll be a nice tribute to those who served on submarines and the Cincinnati area that provided a lot of resources for the submarines, like pipes and fittings and everything.
Absolutely. Well, sir, thank you so much. So there you have it. I think they stopped us just in time for me to hop off. Tanya and Papa, I'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks so much. And right behind us, we're starting to see the Wapakoneta Breakfast Optimist Club head our way. Talk about optimists. Our Evan Millward is always an optimist, and he is out there on the parade route. Evan?
Hi again. I'm right behind you. We've been following our friends from Wapakoneta up near my neck of the woods here. Hold on. Todd is the drill sergeant or drill instructor or I'm not entirely sure what. Todd, what's your official title here?
Yeah, well, I'm team captain.
Okay, I was calling you a drill instructor, drill sergeant.
That works.
Okay, excellent. Hey, Wapakoneta, it's a bit of a drive. You're up in my neck of the woods.
Yeah, about 2 hours.
Yeah, so look, this is hysterical. It's so much fun. How do you organize a group of lawnmowers?
You know what? You just got to have the right kind of guys willing to do it. You know?
I'm fine. Are they willing to cut our grass if we need them to?
No. We don't. This is what we do.
This is purely art.
Yep, you got it.
Excellent. Hey, look, you've been in this parade a few times.
Yeah.
We love seeing you every year. Why do you keep coming back to us?
Man, we just love it here. It's an enthusiastic crowd, and we're Reds fans, so it all works.
Excellent. Todd, thank you so much. I know you got to wrangle these guys, so I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Happy opening day. Let's go Reds!
Who comes up with the idea that, you know what, we should get a bunch of lawn mowers and dance around?
And they customize them. I mean, instead of doing cars and that stuff, and I guess the blades have been removed, so if anybody thinks it's not safe, all the blades are gone. They customized it. Plus, it's a chance for these guys to be in a parade.
Yeah,
and
why
as
not?
far as I know, they've been coming here as long as you and I have been doing this parade.
And you're looking at the Sin City Shakers. We saw Craig earlier trying not to shake it up with them. And we don't want to ever see that, by the way. But they debuted in 2019. They've been moving and grooving all over Cincinnati, including they were awarded Best Musical Dance Group at the 31st Annual Black Family Reunion Parade. They are multifaceted, intergenerational. They're just everybody out there having a good time. You got the Flying Pig Marathon. You talk about another sporting event in Cincinnati, and now that's one that, well, not everybody, but, you know, people can enter. You don't have to be a world-class athlete to be part of it.
You get involved in a lot of other ways, a lot of things going around in the community. I know Mary Weinberg, I knew her as Mary Danner before she ever got married. She represents the Flying Pig Marathon, and she won a gold medal in Beijing. David Payne of Wyoming, he won a silver medal in Beijing. So a couple of great runners. This is quite a running community as well. We're just pretty well rounded around this way.
And it's another event where people will line the streets to cheer on people who are experiencing having run a marathon myself before, one of the most exhilarating and worst moments of their entire lives. So let me tell you, I think we saw Bootsy Collins a second ago. We'll try to catch up with him, but we're going to take a quick break and come right back with more of the 2024 Findlay Market Opening Day Parade.
He lives on Brewery Lane, but he works in the little heavy bakery.
to the opening day parade, I want to show you the Cincinnati Public Schools Marching Band. This is a blend of many public schools. Take a listen to them, but as I tell you, it's Hughes, Taft, Aiken, Gamble, and Woodward.
Oh, good to see them. I think this is something they've really done to keep the band programs alive. They consolidated the bands. I saw Kenton County had the same thing. They took a bunch of their different schools, put the kids that really wanted to get into band, but let them perform here.
It's great, and then they get to meet kids from other schools.
Yes.
We talk about dancing and how you don't want to see Craig McKee dance. Well,
yes.
Folks, I'm sorry. Here we go. Craig?
Tanya and Papo, I have to say, when you're around the Groove Crew, you have to dance, right? They told me I had to dance. I have no talent whatsoever. I have no talent in this body. This is Michelle, and the Groove Crew is all about positivity.
Absolutely.
It's about dancing and sharing a positive vibe like Positively Cincinnati. Michelle, how long have you been doing this?
I founded the group 2 years ago.
2 years ago, and it looks like you've got a pretty good sized crew.
We've got about 45 members, about 25 with us today.
So when you talk about positive energy, it's Reds opening day. There is positive energy everywhere.
Yeah, it's contagious. And it's Reds opening day. Better day, no better day in the strike team.
All right, I don't have the moves, but Michelle and her crew have the moves. Tanya, Papo, I might be able to take a couple lessons from them.
You definitely need the lessons. Watch, look at these girls go. I love that they're doing this. I think that is a future Positively Cincinnati profile for me to do. What a great thing to just get out there, get moving. They've only been doing it a couple years, but already more than 40 members dancing it up on the streets of Cincinnati on this Reds opening day.
I think they have the St. Veronica kids right behind them too, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the young people that dress up in every year for people who are famous in Cincinnati.
That's right. They represent a different year, a different person, a different organization.
Exactly, and that's a project they work on and then learn about some of Cincinnati's history by doing so.
You know, those are some inventive teachers who are working with kids to say, let's bring history to life.
Yeah,
and
then they get out to come
tangible.
out here and show it off.
They sure do. Let's listen in. I don't know who this is, but I'm going to figure it out. But let's listen in. I'm sorry, say that again for me. Lebanon High School. Let's listen in to the Lebanon High School Marching Band. Love all the marching bands coming by us right now is another high school marching band. And then we should have the Green Township professional firefighters coming behind us. We talk about the professional firefighters in this community. Cincinnati had the first professional firefighters in the entire country. If you've never been to the Fire Museum in downtown Cincinnati, make it a bucket list for yourself. Come down and explore your town because it has got so much to offer for you. And that museum is really a very cool.
Oh, the kids will love it.
Yeah.
It is just a great educational experience, and they'll see things that they'll say, well, that's not how they do a fire anymore. No. But this is the way it used to be, and it's really well done.
And here they are. This is the Green Township Professional Firefighters, Local 2927. Yeah, they're professional firefighters. All their spouses and family and friends are out there with them celebrating today. And they're all part of Green Township, obviously on the west side of Cincinnati. Some would say the best side of Cincinnati. They host a charity golf outing every year. They do so much. They're trying to do good in this community. Evan Millward should be out there, around there with them, maybe with the White Oak High School Marching Band.
Hello,
Where are you, Evan?
Yeah, we're right here with the White Oak High School Marching Band. Speaking of high school, I'm going to put them all on the spot. I've got a Beaver Creek contingent here. People I went to high school with. Mike, How are you, man?
I'm great, Evan. How are you?
I'm great. We are live on Channel 9, and I figured I'd give Beaver Creek a shout out.
Best school in Ohio. Yeah, there we go.
Those fighting words in Cincinnati. Come on now.
Probably not the best football.
All right, Michael and I graduated together. He spent 20 years in the military. Thank you for your service, man. We're glad to have you. Come on, Beaver Creek High School. All right, they grabbed me as we were walking up here to talk to White Oak, and they were like, hey, it's been a while. So we were going to put them on the TV. Awesome story there. Green Township firefighters, how are y'all? Happy opening day. Let's go Reds. Can we get a let's go Reds?
Let's go Reds.
All right. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
I looked at that White Oak, and you know, a lot of people around here probably don't. Where is White Oak? It's in Mauricetown.
Mauricetown.
And that's in Highland County. I looked up the population, 384. And it's the whole town is here.
So FYI, because I've been around for a million years here at WCPO and obviously grew up in Cincinnati, when new people come to town and there's places like Mauricetown and they'll come to me and they go, how do you say this? Or Versailles, Indiana, or Lima, Ohio. And I'm like, hey, we're in the Midwest here. There's no Lima, Ohio. It's Lima.
Oh,
Ohio.
just like you could tell a new newscaster who talks about reading Ohio.
Reading Road. Oh, so fantastic. By the way, as we're watching this, we got bubbles floating by us out here, and we're looking at the baseball stadium, or the baseball field right now. I don't know who's in the box right there, but let me ask you, John Popovich, the professional sportscaster that you are, what do you think of this team? So we got the line, 82 wins. That's all that Las Vegas expects out of this team. I expect more, and I think the people out here today expect more wins.
Well, for them to get to the playoffs, they're going to have to do more than that. It was interesting. I was looking at Sports Illustrated. That was always the Bible when I was growing up, and I'd look at that preview. They picked the Reds to win the division. But then you look at the Athletic, they picked the Reds for third or fourth.
Yeah.
So there's a wide range, and a lot of it depends on how quickly these guys mature, whether they stay healthy, whether their pitchers stay healthy. So there's a lot of things to go over the next 162 games. But let's admit it, the positivity is a great deal more than it was a year ago when we were sitting in the same place.
Absolutely. I think that people feel a momentum today for sure for this team. All right, let's go back up to Craig McKee. What are you up to, Craig?
All right, hey guys, I've gotten my workout in. I've come up 3 flights above the parade route. This is Tim and Linda. I was going to say Lisa. Right. Tim and Linda Trester right up here on 3rd floor. You guys are high above. You have the best view of this parade.
Perfect. It's a great day, isn't it?
A great day, and lifetime Reds fans. Yeah. What does it mean to do this every year?
Oh, it's just amazing. It's just amazing. I mean, my grandparents took me to Crosley Field. I was fortunate enough to run the bases at Riverfront, and now to go to Great American Ballpark. Oh my God, they make it a fun experience now. It's just a great day to be a Reds
Great
fan.
memories.
Absolutely, and look at this great view here. There's a gentleman. I'm glad I'm up here 3 flights because there's a gentleman with a whip down there, and I would not want to be too close to that. That's, of course, the Cincinnati Circus that you're seeing going by there. Ronald McDonald below us here now as well. And we have the Elder High School Marching Panthers, who are also coming down the route here. You can see the beautiful purple and the white fez tops. It's a spectacular view, Tanya and Papo. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back downstairs because while they have cocktails flowing up here, I'm still at work.
Yes, you are. And considering that it is a requirement for us to put the Elder Panthers on TV because our boss went to Elder, good job for you. All right, we just had the Sherwood Elementary Rappin' Ropes team come by, and really soon we should have Bootsy Collins coming by with King Studios, but I think Evan's got those ropers out there. Evan?
Yeah, the Sherwood Rappin' Ropes over here. I think I've seen you guys in the parade before. Hold on. Are you a mom of a rapping roper?
I am a mom of a rapping roper.
Excellent. All right, so we're live on Channel 9 here now. I've seen you guys in this parade before.
Absolutely.
How many years?
Rapping Ropes has been a program for 30 years. They've probably been in the parade for at least 15.
All right, so this is a veteran program, always so impressive. How do you train to jump rope and walk in a parade?
They've been training since the beginning of the school year, so they are ready for this. They practice every week. They do shows everywhere. These kids are ready to jump and show Cincinnati their pride.
This takes months of practice to get to
It
this
sure does.
point.
It sure does.
Excellent. What's your favorite part of being here with them? Other than not having to rope and walk.
I'm not at work right now.
Hey! All right. That was an excused absence. We're not getting anyone in trouble here today. All right.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Where are y'all from?
Sherwood Elementary.
Sherwood Elementary. There it is. It's in the name, the Sherwood Rapid Ropes. Happy opening day. We'll send it back to you guys.
Evan, I'm not letting you go. Evan, no, don't go anywhere. Turn around, because behind you is going to be Bootsy Collins and Otis Williams,
King
okay?
Records.
King Studios, that's their entry. King Records Legacy. So walk back up that way. See if you can say hello to Bootsy Collins and Otis Williams for us, would you?
Oh, all right.
Real music, y'all.
Where's
Real
Bootsy?
music, King Records.
Lincoln Ware, hold on. Lincoln Ware, I met your wife earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's your
all right.
birthday. Yeah.
Hey, it's her birthday. You're right. Hey, what do you think about this crowd? It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
I tell you.
Like 6, 7 people deep.
I
along
know
the
it.
crowd.
It's crazy. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I don't think I've seen this many people in a long time.
No,
Yeah,
it's pretty good. All right, you're tagging along here with King Records.
Yeah, right.
Movement. Even this week, I'm getting this restored and
Getting some funding. Yeah, getting some funding from City Council, so we'll see what happens.
All right, we love it. Hold on, did I hear Bootsy's down here?
I haven't seen him. I don't think he made it.
Well, hold on. Tanya, you led me astray here. Bootsy was here last year, I think.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
We got Bootsy.
Is that Tanya you're talking to?
It is. Hold on. Yeah, what do you want to
Tanya
tell Tanya?
O'Rourke, how you doing, Tanya? I haven't seen you in a minute, but we'll meet someday soon. How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
She says,
I'm
hey,
great.
Lincoln.
Tell them I said hello.
How are you? She wants to know how you're doing. Tell the people in Tanya how you are.
Say what now?
Tell the people in Tanya how you're doing. And the show's still going
I'm doing, the show is still going. I just celebrated my 51st year this month, so I'm still moving on, still trucking on.
All right, Lincoln Ware, you're a legend. Be nice to your wife on her birthday, all right? She caught me earlier. Thank you, man. We'll see ya. All right, Tanya, we'll organize. We'll all have lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner, something.
Yeah, we got to do a get-together. It's like old folks home over here with us. Me and John and Lincoln Ware and everybody been around for a million years, and we love our city. We love this day. Look at that. You see the sea of humanity in Cincinnati. Obviously, that's a marching band moving through the parade. People, the crowd is so thick today. Maybe it's because there are a lot of spring breaks happening right now. I don't know. But can we listen to this for a minute? We're going to groove tonight right now. Woo! They're out there dancing and having a great time.
A lot of dancing women.
Yeah.
Not too many dancing guys, and I guess after we look at Craig, that's probably why.
That's, accurate. We do not need to see that. We see Lebanon High School Marching Band headed our way. And I think, we should take just a quick break. Don't go anywhere, folks, because we're going to continue with our coverage of the 2024 Findlay Market Opening Day Parade in just a moment.
Day 2000. More than 55,000 people packed Synergy Field on a soggy April afternoon to welcome the kid. Ken Griffey Jr. got a massive standing ovation at his first game as a Red. But this game against the Milwaukee Brewers was memorable for another reason. It's the only opening day game to end in a tie. It got called on account of rain in the 6th inning with the score 3-3.
The guy that had to call that is a Cincinnati guy, actually a Covington guy, Randy Marsh. He was behind home plate, and I remember how distraught he was because it was like, oh, it was opening day for him too. He was so excited, and he had to call a game. They just had to call it off. They
Couldn't do it that day.
No.
Just could not get it done. I'll tell you what, Cincinnati's had so many opening days that have been memorable. Do you have one that sticks out for you?
Well, actually, the one they showed in '85, where we went through, it was Pete Rose's first game back, and it snowed, it rained, it sleeted, then sunshine all of a sudden. Then we went through the whole cycle again.
It was 4 seasons in one day.
And Pete had a couple of hits. They won over Montreal, and it was just a great day.
It was an absolutely great day, and I think today's going to be a great day, too. It already has turned out to be a weather great day. The parade coming by us. By the way, I want to tell you, there are 150 entrants in this parade. I think we're at officially the Batavia High School Marching Band is behind us. That's 105. 45 more entries to go. Pretty incredible, the depth of this parade.
Oh,
I love it.
It is. And I'll tell you, one of the big changes over the years, we've seen some of these, all the breweries that have risen up around
Ryan
here.
Guest just came by.
Distilleries, breweries, whatever. And that's just one of those that have added to the whole, because it's also brought back the history of this town.
That's right. Cincinnati is a beer town, and thank you for offering me this opportunity to say that we're at Northside Distillery right now, who's hosting us today and has hosted us in the year past, and we want to thank them for doing that for us. We truly, truly appreciate it.
It's a nice location.
It's a great location, and there's so many people around us here. It's an absolutely fantastic spot for us, so thanks for that. I'm not sure who we're looking at here, but gee, check this out. You know, whether it's a horse-drawn carriage, a fire truck, some kind of trolley or another, there are so many different modes of transportation on this parade route. Of course, obviously, the convertible.
Yeah, and I think this has to be the zoo coming up, because I think we see Fiona signs. Look at that.
Hey, everybody. There are some folks waving at us back here. Hello to them. Yeah, there's the Cincinnati Zoo. And I know you have a couple grandchildren now. They're probably getting over there to see Fiona and Fritz pretty often.
That's a great place to take kids and run around and see. I mean, it's another institution. Sometimes maybe we take it for granted, but the Cincinnati Zoo is just spectacular.
Yeah, we had the Newport Aquarium come by while we were in commercial break, too. Yet another place that is so fantastic for us. There's the Cincinnati Circus that'll be coming by us in a couple of seconds. They have, are these the Beard Bears? Hey, Evan, who are you with, Evan?
Oh, I don't know if you can see it from your perch, you guys, but these are the Beard Barons, and you can see why. Magnificent.
Thank you, sir.
How do you maintain?
We just a lot of practice, a lot of hard work.
A lot of product?
Not very much.
Gotta keep it on natural.
Yes, sir. Mustache only. Everything else is natural.
Everything else is natural.
Yes. Sir.
Y'all have been together. You've been in this parade before.
Yes.
Talk about how you kind of built that community.
Well, we started out by just doing a lot of charity events and checking out different things to do, and we just grew. We started with 4 guys. Now we got about 50.
They grew it like their beards.
Yes.
Grew it like the
Oh,
beards.
yeah.
All right, you've been getting a lot of cheers for this mustache and this beard. A lot of people out today. How's this compare to other opening days for you?
This, I think, it might be the biggest I've seen yet.
Yeah.
This is pretty big. You know, I mean, it's opening day in Cincinnati. It's the biggest holiday we have.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know, and Jim Scott being here makes a big difference. But, yeah, it's just a beautiful day.
And flawless weather.
Oh, you can't get any better than this.
All right, we'll let that beard go. Thank you so much, the Beard Barons, guys. Take a look at that. The attention to detail. I can't grow a beard like that. It's pretty gross. You don't want to see me try.
Oh, no, I don't think that'd be good on you, Evan. Hey, so we've got a special guest down at the ballpark, Papo.
It's Jake Fraley.
That's right. So Caleb and Marshall are with him. Hi, guys.
Day, batting 5th, Jake Fraley. Jake, another opening day for you in Cincinnati. You know, Just how special is this day?
Oh man, it's incredible. It's the pinnacle of baseball. I don't think there's anybody in baseball that does it the way that Cincinnati does it, and I'm just very fortunate and blessed that I can, be a part of it for a third time now.
Are you the type of guy who on a day like this takes a step back and tries to soak it all in, or do you try to be, keep the blinders on? Where do you fall there?
No, I like to take a step back and really appreciate everything that's going on, especially, with everything that's going on with my family over the last, 4 or 5 months. To be able to just appreciate every single moment. It's like I said, it's such a blessing to be able to be here and be a part of such an amazing city there that has such rich history of baseball, and the fans show up, and we got a phenomenal team that we're ready to showcase for everybody here in the city, and I'm very blessed. I feel very appreciative.
You brought up your family. Your daughter went through some health struggles, and the city seemed like they really rallied around you. What did that mean to you?
Oh, it meant everything. And again, I've said it multiple times. It hasn't surprised me one bit. The front office here, the clubhouse, the city, everybody has just been amazing. And they've been amazing since I've gotten here. So like I said, it wasn't a surprise at all the way that they, showed up and responded when me and my wife kind of put that news out there. And again, I'm very appreciative of everybody, and me and my family feel very blessed to be here.
On your way over here to talk to us across the field, you stopped and spoke with a former teammate, Nick Senzel. Yeah. What's that going to be like seeing him on the other side? And if you don't mind me asking, what was it like seeing him over here?
Yeah, no, it's weird. And that was the first thing he said to me was, "Man, it feels weird being over here." I mean, how ironic that you're here on the team for his whole entire career thus far, and then the next team that he's on, they start opening day right back here. I mean, but that's baseball. That's how baseball works. But yeah, no, it was weird seeing him. I guess maybe not as much because you still got a little bit of red over there. So maybe he feels a little bit at home with the colors. But it was good to see him, Manny, and I love Senzi.
Starting fast is something that the Reds have struggled with in Aprils over the last few years. Coming off the momentum from last year, how do you guys build off of that to have a good April?
Yeah, I don't think previous years mean anything. It's a new year. This is a new year. We got a couple new guys in that clubhouse. We have a crop of core guys that have been together now for a few years. And like I said, it's a new season. So, there's no expectation. It's just a matter of coming out, doing our thing, trusting ourselves, and just enjoying it.
You mentioned a couple minutes ago how excited you are about this team specifically that's going to take the field today and over the course of this 162-game season. What is it that excites you the most about the 2024 Cincinnati Reds?
That we're just here for each other. And I think that was a big key last year with us, because being on a team like that, there's so many ups and downs with this game, and it's such a long season. No matter how much we like to think that we're going to go out there and just dominate every game, it's just not going to happen. We're not going to dominate every at-bat. We're not going to dominate every pitch. It's just the nature of the game. That's why this game is so hard, and that's why it's so hard to stay up here and not only get here, but stay here. So I think for us, just being here for each other, I think, again, going back to what I was saying a couple seconds ago, I think it's a huge part of our team that, you saw it last year so many times that every night it was a new guy stepping up and doing something to kind of pull us in for that W. So to be able to have a clubhouse like that and then to be able to build off of that for now a couple of years is even better. So I just think that, we're here for each other, and we're all excited to get rolling.
Jake, appreciate you, man. Good luck today.
Thanks, Jake. Best of luck. Your starting right fielder, Jake Fraley. Papo, Tanya, will send it back to you.
Thank Jake Fraley for us. I got to tell you, Jake Fraley was one of the heart and soul team members that I enjoyed watching so much. He had so much emotion and grit when he played. Yeah. I loved it. We've been watching. I don't know if we can take the camera that's just over
this little boy.
This little boy. There's a parade going by, and there's a little boy down there just dancing his behind off. It's awesome. But speaking of little boys dancing their behinds off, Evan Millward, where are you today? You're out on the parade route.
There's
What's
the little
going on?
guy, too.
There he is on the bottom right of your screen there.
Are getting wild here on the parade route. This is Shay and Opal from the Cincinnati Zoo, another institution in our city.
Yes.
Opal.
And all this going on here. It's very smells.
Oh, such a bummer that he's there with the Cincinnati Zoo and have these great animals out here with us today, with all the folks just walking them around. Unfortunately, our signal broke up there. You just saw behind us was great parks of Hamilton County. We have wonderful parks in Cincinnati and in Hamilton County. It's so cool to see them come on by.
Thanks for the Lynchburg Clay Marching Band. The Marching Mustangs were here, and I think we got a chance to see them as well.
Let's take a real quick 30-second break, folks. We're going to be back in less than a minute with more of the opening day parade. Welcome back, everyone, to the Findlay Market Reds opening day parade. Craig McKee is up by the Findlay Market start. What's going on up there, Craig?
Well, you know what? Cincinnati celebrates absolutely everything. We know about our German heritage. We know about the Italian heritage. That's right, the Italian heritage. 3 different Italian organizations here tied to the Cincinnati area, celebrating all of the culture, and more importantly, celebrating everything Cincinnati. You know, the Brewing Heritage Trail, Cincinnati's also about beer, right?
Of course.
You can't talk about Cincinnati without beer.
Cincinnati is beer. That's the way it was built. The Reds were built on beer.
And through the Heritage Trail, you're wanting to honor that heritage and that spirit.
The largest collection of pre-Prohibition breweries in the United States.
Right here.
Right here, in over the Rhine.
So we have Great Ball. Oh, hey, I'm joined by one of Evan Millward's best friends as well.
Bach.
This is Bach. How you doing, Bach? You having fun on opening day? You just shake your head. Okay. Bach's just going to stare at me, apparently, very creepily. All right. All right, we're celebrating everything out here, Tanya and Papo. We're celebrating beer. We're celebrating Italian heritage, German heritage. We're celebrating Cincinnati and the Reds.
I think he's been drinking too much Bach beer. That's the problem. Oh my goodness. We had the Taylor High School Marching Band come by us just a few seconds ago. The Reading High School Marching Band is coming up very shortly. And I gotta tell you, this parade has been flying by today. There are the Reading Blue Devils Marching Band. Let's take a listen in as they start coming by us. Hopefully they're gonna strike up that band, but they're entry number 124 in this 150 entrant parade.
And watch that little boy on the bottom of your screen on the right side.
Right above the banner there. He is having a great time. Oh, unfortunately, the Reading band is not going to play for us, but see this little kid on our bottom right by the hour and temperature? He has been the most exciting. He has been the most entertaining thing.
He's going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, his mom and dad are like, thank goodness. He's like having a little puppy out there. It's hysterical. That baby's going to sleep well tonight. This is the Reds opening day parade, the day when we mark this on our calendar in our newsroom, and I'm sure as the families you do this too. You mark it on your calendar and you say, this is the day when spring arrives for real in Cincinnati, when the Reds return to the baseball field, and when, I don't know, this city just comes alive for it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, it is, I guess it's one of the best signs of spring. You can see all things represent spring and the changeover from winter to spring. But baseball season, opening day, really turns the page.
It sure does.
You can see how many people have turned out today. It's a great week, great day, and it's everything cooperated because we had a pretty cold day yesterday.
We did. It's great today, and down there on the field, looks like they're warm. Caleb's down there with them. Are you warm down there, Caleb?
Well, it's Marshall, and right now Nick Senzel, we just heard that story from Jake Fraley that Senzel played his entire career with the Reds, and his first game not with the Reds is against the Reds on opening day. How about that, Caleb?
Yeah, Nick Senzel over here warming up with the Washington Nationals, and not just Nick, but Jesse Winker, former Reds player, is now a part of the Washington Nationals organization. I think it is funny that Nick Senzel, and look, Nick Senzel was a key player for the Reds for several years, dealt with a lot of injuries, but when he was healthy and when he was on the field, he was an important part of this organization.
First-round draft pick.
Yeah, exactly. Jesse Winker's another guy over here, and then not to mention Josiah Gray is the starting pitcher for the Washington Nationals. He's a former prospect in the Reds organization.
Yeah, a lot of ties. Baseball is a small world, but you know what? The one thing that all the world relates to, opening day, best day of the year, right, Papa? Right, Tanya?
Absolutely. Marshall Kramsky, thank you so much. Caleb Note, thank you so much. We know you'll be reporting for us all day long down there at Great American Ballpark and all through the season, what is hopefully going to be a winning season, a long and fruitful season for the Cincinnati Reds.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to be down at plenty of games this year.
They were talking to Jake Fraley about the start, and the start to the season is just so important. You just can't get, 2 years ago they started so poorly and finished poorly. Last year a little bit more even. This year they have to, when you think about the wire-to-wire season where they won the World Championship, they won their first 9 games. That gave them the impetus that they didn't have to worry that much during the rest of the year in order to all of a sudden overcome some obstacles. It is really important that they get off to a good start. And I think these guys will be okay. I think they're much more talented than they have been, and put together that youth.
Oh, what a young team we've got.
Oh.
They could be good for many years.
They could.
And you see the sea of red in front of you. So there's more parade coming, but for whatever reason, there's a little bit of a break in the parade. So I think you see people filling up the streets thinking the parade is over. It is not. There's at least another 20-some entries coming through here, but you see that sea of red. It's just so great to see the city turn out in this magnitude. I think coming up behind us is a Cincinnati College Preparatory Academy band. I'm trying to squint my eyes and see if that's what's headed our way. More entries for this parade as we are starting to wind down our coverage of this parade. But yeah, you talk about what a young team this is and what great hope there is for not just this year, but maybe for the next several.
Oh, they've positioned themselves. Nick Kroll, who's the director of baseball operations, has really been masterful in building this roster. And again, last year, if you look at what we had at the beginning of the season, it was much different. Now all of a sudden you look at it and you go, they're young, they're fast. This represents kind of how baseball is changing, Tanya, is the stolen bases coming back, the being able to do the hit and run, getting away from just trying to hit home runs all the time. So I think
a lot of people were sad about Joey Votto not really getting to say goodbye to him in the way that maybe the city wanted to, but it is a time to turn the page.
Right, and his salary was such that it really was handicapping this team to try to build and sign some guys, because after he was gone, the Reds had to go out and sign some free agent people during the offseason. They probably couldn't have done that if they had Joey Votto's contract.
Yeah, so we hopefully are going to see what will kind of have an injured team right now, and hopefully we'll be able to get past those injuries. The next guy up has got to play and play well.
Yeah, the other thing it'll show is what kind of depth they've built, because they have a lot of infielders, so they might be able to withstand some of these guys missing because they do have pretty good depth.
So we are in the waning seconds of our show here, of our coverage, that is, of the 2024 Findlay Market Opening Day Parade. With about 20 seconds left, John Popovich, give me your favorite moments and your thoughts.
My favorite moments is just to see the people, the kids. I love that. I mean, I used to walk this route on the way here just to be able to see the kids, and I still love looking at them down there.
I love seeing Craig and Evan out there having a great time. We hope you have a great time. Thanks for joining us.
Reds opening day parade right there, ladies and gentlemen, officially underway here. Cincinnati Reds, we out here, baby. It's a sea of red out here.
Happy opening day. How great is this?
This is the most special opening day, probably in professional sports.
Let's go Reds! Let's go Reds!
This is ridiculous. This is awesome.
Generations coming together to celebrate not only our beloved Reds, but our incredible city.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's incredible to see this in our city.
It's always great to see a Cincinnati. They love baseball. They're great supporters.
So good to see so many people out here just having a great time. Can't wait for that first game.
Hope springs eternal. It's